All right, back to the ladies and gentlemen. We are live, Lamaba and Restaurant. We are in Kansanga. We bring you what we call the Pole Association of Uganda's grand finale, the end of year championship. The year ends, by the way, on the 31st. Today being the 29th. We are 2 days shy of 2025. And so far so good for you who went to enjoy your festivities in the village and you're still there, but you can still catch all this action. We want to thank you so much. Recommend a friend to tell a friend that we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. They can log on to our, of course, official channels, the Pole Association of Uganda. And also, if you want to keep touch of the scores and the fixtures and results, you can log on to www.qscore.com. That's www.qscore.com. You'll find out how many games are remaining, especially now between Prossy, Namuli, and Rukia, Nagia, the defending champion of this tournament. Prossy here leads 2-0. Prossy Namuli is leading 2-0 in a very unlikely clash of the last 16. But Prossy, in case you did not know, I could tell you one or two things about her. She is a legendary pole player. She has actually played with Tinda Giants before, joined Upper Volta Pole Club, and now she's with the current setting of the female version of Upper Volta called Bob Malay Pole Club. So whatever she's doing here should not come as a surprise, because she is capable of knocking out any senior player, any good player. She has vast experience and also has a very, very subtle style. She is quite dangerous because she's not as flashy. She wouldn't come on table and start playing spins and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to technical play, she's really way up there. So no wonder she's leading here 2-0 against the defending champion in the names of Nagia Rukia. All right, so but apart from that, both ladies have good profiles, and for Rukia, like I said earlier on, she is the defending champion of this tournament. Rukia, when she was starting out, was discovered by Skin Samona, asked to join Samona, I think with her friends Vicky Namuyanja and Ritani Musima. They brought her into the pole together with a player for Samona then called Kasozi Joseph, encouraged her to start playing pole, trained her how to hold the cue, how to play the shots. And now, after Samona, she joined a team called CKI Pole Club. CKI was based in Old Kampala. They won the league. And from there, the rest is all history. She has actually come and played with Mokono. And Mokono, in this very, very season, there's a team called Mokono, which is actually based at Eternal Pole Arena in Mokono. Currently, she is leading the pack together with her sister as the top scorer of the league in the ladies category. Huge profile. Huge profile. She went to Lugogo last year, 2023, and she left with a brand new Toyota Ravom. She was the eventual winner. She has won different tournaments, including that Grand Open, including the grand finale. On most of the domestic tournaments that are organized, she has actually won many of them. But also notably, she was in South Africa, that's Nagia Rukia, South Africa, where she won in the doubles category. She teamed up with Aiden Joseph, and they actually won in the doubles category. That was in the year 2021. So what have I not said about Rukia? She is way up there, and to me, she's one of the best players that I know in the ladies category. I love watching her. She's good on cue action, her cue ball control, her proficiency, her finesse when it comes to, finishing games. She's really, really good. But she will need to pull up her socks today, just like what we asked of Caesar Chandiga earlier on. She's 2 goals down, 2 frames down. Remember, it's race to 6. Rukia Nagia on the Reds. 3 more to go, and maybe she gets the first game here. But if she gives the chance back, she might actually regret that, because you see, if you're the one coming from behind, sometimes you can see clearly, but at the same time, you can easily be surprised. Nagia Rukia on 2 Reds. Fails to pot. White is not so good for Prossy, because, you know, for her to bank this yellow ball, she will probably need to maybe play a double in the upper left corner of the table, because slicing this ball is a little bit of much hard work. It's a very difficult shot here, but let's see. She actually does. What a wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very good shot. Now she has even a more difficult shot, because right here from my angle, I can see she probably might need to slice this black ball in center, which is a little farther from where she wanted the white soft, but she also has an alternative to either play another double back to the left corner pocket. What is she going to do? She's opting for center. Oh, that's what I thought. That was a difficult shot. So she tried her level best, but you know, she probably needed a bit of a stand shot, which is not very easy for that situation, and especially for a lady. So Rukia Naija wins 1 game after Prossy scratches and gives her an opportunity to come 1-2. Rukia Naija 1, Namuli Prossy 2. Rest to 6. On the clock, 29 minutes remaining. 29 more minutes remaining. Polo Association of Uganda, in unity we excel, together with the National Council of Sports, Lamar Bar and Restaurant, Casbah, are bringing you the super action as we crown off the year in the end of the year championship called the Grand Finale. This Grand Finale is live on 2 of our channels. That's on Facebook, Polo Association of Uganda, but also on YouTube, Polo Association of Uganda. My name is DMS, and we are together with our friends from the Advanced Talent Agency, bringing you all the action all the way to the very last game tonight, and that will be, of course, to decide who will walk away with 2 million shillings for the men, 1.5 million shillings for the ladies. And remember, there's a trophy, there's a medal, there's bragging rights, there's seeding points, 10 points clear for each and every category winner. And right here, and seeding points are very, very important, and that's how we get all our seeded players. The ladies, seeded players 1 to 4, do not pay any tournament or for any tournament. The men 1 to 8 do not pay for any of the Polo Association of Uganda tournaments. Why? Because they get the privilege of having that wild card entry. So that privilege is very, very important, even when it comes to the National Open in Lugogo. They do not have to play qualifiers or buy those bottles of Nile Special. No, this is where it all counts from. So when you participate in every Polo Association of Uganda tournament, there are seeding points. And when you're seeded, and eventually you make it to 1 to 8 or 1 to 4 for the ladies, you become the national treasure. If the team is called to go participate outside the country, you'll be first priority to go, jump on a plane, and of course go and represent your country. It doesn't matter where or what, but you'll have the privilege of putting on our national colors, black, yellow, red, and you go and represent us in whatever category or tournament there is that's across the globe. So those are the privileges that come with all these seeding points. Back to the table, Rukia Naija looking for an equalizer. She's down 1-2. Prossy Namuli here leading. Look at that. Look at that. That was a good white. Bit of English to make sure it doesn't go wild. And I believe the eyes are on center. She has one center, then maybe second center, and she'll probably come back down later. White moved a little bit farther than maybe she anticipated, but now she will need to rethink of the plan. Plan B maybe to still take center or bring it down. But now the question is, what are her plans for the next red ball that is in the traffic?
Table 3.
Rukia Nagia on red. So she opts to go for center, and now has a very difficult red to go into the upper left, sorry, the down left corner. Rukia Nagia is Uganda's current seed number 1. When she won the National Open last year, she won all the rights and the privileges to become our national treasure, seed number 1, because after winning the National Open in Lugogo, she also went ahead to win the grand finale in Matuga Koma Gardens, currently number 1 in the ladies category. She progresses here. She actually stands even bigger chances to remain in the top 2. Now snookered by Prossy. Prossy also saying that she's not going to go down without a fight. All right, so Rukia comes out of the angle, avoiding to foul or give out 2 shots. But now Prossy has a chance to probably go through the yellows. Believe she can finish, because almost all the balls are in space. The sister to Rukia Nagia is Rashida Motesi. Has also won so many of these tournaments, including the Grand Open, Grand Finale. But Rashida has not yet won the National Open. And it's something that her sister actually has, I think, way over her if you're looking in terms of accolades. But these 2 girls have been the epitome of Ugandan pool for the last 6 years. Nagia Rukia, Rashida Motesi have actually been top 1 and 2. Almost every tournament has either been won by the bigger sister or the younger sister. The only person that has been coming in that mix is Anka Sheila. And this has been a very good year for Anka, who goes by the names of Chisache Marion. She is still in this very, very tournament. And if we can remember, not even 1 month back, she was the eventual winner of the Grand Open in Lugogo, where she actually drove away her very, very fast car, which is the brand new Toyota Mark X. So if you are talking in terms of who we should put our eyes on in this tournament, there is still Anka Sheila or Chisache Marion. There is still Rashida Motesi, who is the sister to Nagia Rukia, the one seated, among others. And also some of the legends in the names of Kajubi Jacinta, Namuyanja Vicky, Nimusima Rita, they are also still in this tournament. But those 3 have actually barbed wired the whole of the fraternities tournaments for the last couple of years. Namuli Prossy pondering on her next move, because now I see she snookered herself behind the red. She'll need to produce a shot, maybe come from the angle up and try to make sure she doesn't actually give out 2 shots here. playing a pole with Bob Malay Pole Club in Kasubi, Nansana. All right, so she comes out of the angle very well, and in this case also snookers. Some people call it a bite, or she bites. The right word will be snooker, and she snookers Nagia Rukia, who will have to come out of the angle. She does. Back to Prossy on the yellows. The games are still tied at 2-1, Prossy in the lead. But at the same time, time is running. It's 21 minutes on the clock remaining. Remember, it's rest to 6. Now, the thing about time is, rest to 5. Rest to 6. Rest to 6. The thing about time is, if you are caught up, if the time runs up, and these games are running this slow, whoever is leading at the break of time will actually have to go through on that time roll. So Rukia cannot be playing with that time now. She needs to really, really wake up and remember the sensitivity of that. But now she has to come out of the snooker again. Fails and fouls. So if Prossy wins this game, she will extend her lead to 3-1. I remember very well when we were here this very year at the Grand Open. Still, Nagia Rukia did not make it to the next round. She was ousted by Amina Faith Nganda in round 1. That was at the Grand Open earlier on this year. But now, lucky enough, she's on round of 16. And Prossy is trying to make sure she does not go any further. Let's see what she can produce here. All right, so Prossy plays her free shot. Now has to play her yellow. And most probably the thought is she plays the yellow in the corner right pocket. And from there, she'll probably think of taking the ball that is leaning against the black up in the upper left corner. But she'll have to be careful with that shot because she'll need to create space for her to pot black. But like they say, target first, right? She's going to stand the shot instead. Unfortunately, she misses the target, also brings Rukia's red ball even down, giving her a little bit of help from the position where it was and now to where it is now. Rukia has comfort to play it and go around the black. Exactly, and put the black in the same pocket. This should be a sure equalizer for Rukia to bring it to 2-2 at 18 minutes remaining. Right, so it's 2-2 here between Rukia Nagia and Prossy Namuli. And I beg your pardon, the ladies are not racing to 6, they actually are racing to 5. So it's only the men in the round of 16 that are going to 6. 2-2, time is running. And all this action is on our Facebook and YouTube channel, Pole Association of Uganda. Remember, when you log on to www.qscore.com, you can get to find out some of the fixtures that are pending, some of the results of the games that are done, and also what is happening in real time in the current game. So encourage your friends who are not here that they can actually find out all those results. But those who are watching, you can also, let your friends know to subscribe to our channels, like and share on YouTube as Pole Association of Uganda, but also of course on Facebook, on X, on TikTok as the Pole Association of Uganda. Another game has been broken here, deadlocked at 2-2. Rukia Nagia 2, Namuli Prossy 2.
Sharon Tobacco, Smile Namteli, table 5.
Well, Prossy here is playing yellow, and one of them is caught up in the traffic up there in the upper right corner. But she has sight on the ones, of course, down. She's probably going to try to connect one of the yellows to the other. Does, but the effect, nothing. Because I'm sure Madame Rukia also has the same plan. Connection. Doesn't play it well. Still safe, though. Games are moving slow here. Remember, it's the ladies category. But they are racing to 5. Race to 5, round of 16. From the other results, of course, from the other games going on different tables in the ladies category, I need to be giving you some of those results. Zaimat Navafu beat Sandra Ampire 5-2 earlier on. Jacinta Kajubi and Brenda Akirora are playing. If you look beyond this table, they are the guys who are the ladies who are playing under the stewardship of Umpire Kagwa. They are the ones playing, and it's Brenda Akirora, who just had a baby, I think the last couple of months, and she's back in action, leading 2-1. Michelle Nandaula is trailing 0-3. Rita Nemusima. Correction, Nemusima Rita is leading 3-2. But it will be a very interesting game, and hopefully, maybe if time allows us, we might get it on the table between Vicky Namuyanja and Rashida Mutesi. In the ladies category, that will be a good game to watch. Namuyanja Vicky, Rashida Mutesi. That game will be coming up. Back to the action on center table. Prossy on the yellows has a chance, of course, to occupy, not West Bank, but to occupy that position down. She plays it really well. Very technical play, Prossy Namuli. Now Nagia Rukia is thinking of also not completely giving in, and she takes a very decent shot there, almost got a scratch on the white. All safe now, and Prossy is snookered. I doubt if that was the intention to snooker, but somehow all has come out well for Rukia Nagia in that very, very short. Sponsored by Cyclops Security Group. Prossy Namuli. Foul by Prossy, and Rukia is now rewarded with 2 shots. Now, what I'm believing she will do is to open up that very pocket down. She does. Giving herself an advantage over that area. Now, of course, there's a ball entangled in the reds for Namuli Prossy, just up there on the right corner of the table. For some of you, of course, who did not catch the action earlier on, if you didn't catch the action earlier on, you missed. You could also revisit some of our games. If you really want to rewatch, the games are already on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Earlier on center table, we had action, super action that was going on between seed number 1 of Uganda, Chandiga Caesar, and Kayanja Ibra. That game was won by Kayanja Ibra. And you can also go and catch that action. It ended 6-3. Also, Sejemba Ibra earlier on beat Moses Mofire of Zambia 6-1. Those games are already uploaded on Facebook and on YouTube. Earlier on, Kazibwe Ian beat Sejidime Patrick 6-3. And also Kasozi Joseph won his game against Fred Namanya Bonde, beating him 6-3. In the meantime, Najib Matovu of Mukono Pool Club is leading Idris Bogere of Potit Pool Club 4-1. Coming up, there's a big game between Ibra Sejemba and Ibra Kayanja. The two Ibras are going to be having a face-off. Hopefully that will be a game that will come live on our center table. Ibra Kayanja and Ibra Sejemba. Good game to watch. That's going to be more like a namesake derby. And then also, of course, coming up later, Senyonjo Glorious will be playing Ashraf Misambwa. Watch out for all that action. Prossy Namuli on yellow. Nagia Rukia on red. 2-2. Time is running, and they have about 9 more minutes remaining. Remember, in case time runs out and they are actually deadlocked, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, the umpire will assess the situation. If there's a possibility of a penalty shootout, if there are more balls on table, more than 7 balls on table, they'll have to go for a direct penalty shootout. If they're less, they play the games to completion. Or on the commentary, you're listening to the voice of DMS, Captain DMS. You could follow me on my social media handles. Teaming up with our team from Advanced Talent Agency, which is ATA, together with the Pole Association of Uganda's Publicity Committee, the Competitions Committee, to bring you all this action live from Lamar Bar and Restaurant in Kansanga. All this is organized by the Pole Association of Uganda. In Unity We Excel, the National Council of Sports. And today we have to make sure we leave after crowning the grand finale or end of year champion. And they're not only taking money, they're also taking 10 points or seeding points. It's 2 million shillings for the men and 1.5 million shillings for the eventual winner in the ladies category. So Rukia was given 2 shots and now has opened up her reds. Goes for center pass. Fails. Prossy with a chance here. Namuli Prossy with a chance. The ball that is down in the left corner has been snookered, so she'll probably have to play the rail. She pots. Don't know if she can actually see a bit of that yellow, but in case she doesn't, she'll have to ask for cushion or play a spin on this very, very ball. But remember, be mindful about time. It's 7 minutes on the clock remaining for this very, very game, which is standing at 2-2. It's going really, really slow. I think simply because Prossy is also not giving Rukia a chance to sweep the table, but in most circumstances, Rukia, she has a very quick instinct. When it comes to this game, she actually plays real offense. Comes out of the angle, doesn't foul. It's a legal shot. And Rukia back on the reds. Oh, that's a good shot from Rukia, because from here, you can tell she can choose from the options. She can go for a center early enough, as early as now. And then all the 3 balls that are up are very, very portable. Does that carefully and now has 3 balls up. Knock them one by one and probably get her 3rd frame. She needs to get this frame so quickly because time is running out. And it better runs out if one of them is in the lead. Otherwise, if it does run out and they're all deadlocked at a certain score, then it might call for a possible penalty shootout.
On table 4, Brenda Nastasia, Nanda Amina. Table 4, Brenda Nastasia, Nanda Amina. Marian, such a great track. You're playing National Georgia on table 3. Next.
That's a very mature masculine shot that Rukia just took right there. The reason why I'm saying masculine, not many ladies can play those kinds of shots. I mean, look at how she took a screw, what they call a screw shot, off the cushion, back to the space, and now look at this. Look at that. All right, maybe it has gone a little bit further down, but also good. She could opt to go all the way up. All the way up it is. Pots. Rukia Nagia leads here, 3-2. Time running, it's 4 minutes remaining, and so Prossy will need to do all the magic she has to get an equalizer here and probably force a possibility of a penalty shootout, or even the games to go to completion, depending on what situation will be analyzed by the umpire at the end of the time. Prossy to break. 3, Nagia Rukia. 2, Prossy Namuli. Rest to 5. This is the ladies' last 16.
Marian searching, National Georgia table 3.
All right, that's a decent break from Prossy, and right now she needs to close the table on the color of her choice. The best color here probably is red. The best choice here would probably be red, and she chooses red, closes. Now she will need to win this game ahead of the time, because from my clock I see it is 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
Plus 6 minutes.
All right, so from where I am looking, the time is running out, but I've been told, but because of the power fluctuations, there will be added 6 more minutes ahead of the already given time. So in total, we have about 9 more minutes or 8 remaining.
Nanda Amina, Brenda Nastasia, table 4. Montesi Rashida, Namuli Vicky, you're next on center table.
We do have a good game coming up on center table. That's going to be between Rashida Motesi and former seed number 1 of Uganda, Nagia Vicky. 8 years ago, before these ladies came into pool, these 2 sisters in the names of Rashida and Rukia, the big names that were almost winning everything in the PAU were Rita Nemosima and Vicky Namuyanja. But ever since the introduction of these 2 sisters, they came in the mix from nowhere and all of a sudden changed that sport landscape, started owning up to every tournament, and now there's a third addition to that, which is Anka Shayla. Anka Shayla or Chisache Marion came up all in that mix now. Most of the tournament is either Rukia, Rashida, or Anka Shayla Chisache Marion. But the legends, the old guard of Vicky Namuyanja and Nimusi Marita, most of the time they try to play so well, but they rarely go beyond semifinals and quarterfinals. But let's see today, things could actually be different today. Let's see. Well, the umpire called for a foul. They say umpire's word is final, so she probably sees in a very different scope than ours.
Please, the games on table 4 and table 3 should be started already.
As it stands, Rukia Nagia is leading 3-2. On the clock, we have about 6 or less minutes, of course, for the ladies. Nagia Rukia leading 3-2. She's playing the yellows. Still really don't understand how that foul came up because I was watching the same game. I'm not quite sure I understand or I follow. But say umpire's word is final. Still wondering how Prossy fouled. Maybe later on we'll have to play back and find out ourselves. But Rukia Nagia here, of course, trying to make sure she gets her 4th game and enjoys the advantage of being 2 games ahead of the time, which is less than 5 minutes remaining. This is the clash, last 16, between seed number 1 of Uganda, Rukia Nagia, defending champion of the grand finale, up against Prossy Namuli. Prossy has also been seed actually I think she is within the number, within the 8 seeds of Uganda, but she does not hold the position. She is not in the top 4, but currently one of the domestic league's top scorers. Prossy Namuli, one of the domestic league's top scorers. She's top 4. She's doing really well in the league, and she plays for Bob Marley Pole Club. Then that is the female version of Upper Volta Pole Club. It's a race against time for Prossy. It's less than 3 minutes now. Prossy on the reds. Now, because Rukia is enjoying the advantage of a goal or frame ahead, she'll probably even use all the remaining time and enjoy herself. Not to put herself on so much pressure on winning this frame, because I believe it's now less than 2 minutes remaining. Rukia leading 3-2 here, up against Namuli Prossy. It's 1 minute remaining. Prossy will have to go through these balls quickly if she's open to go. No, she can't. She's going to... Her body language is already suggesting she's disgusted. She knows she cannot make it because of the time. She also feels cheated, I believe, because I saw her contesting those 2 shots that were called by the umpire earlier on. And I believe the time should be up any time from now. All right, looks like time is up from the communication I'm getting from the competitions committee. And Rukia Nagia goes through to the next round, which is round of 8. She already, of course, is assured of 100,000 shillings now in her pocket. Coming up is a game, a clash between two friends, two teammates, former teammates, and right now, of course, rivals, because they all play for different teams. Namuyanja Vicky plays for Bob Malay Pool Club, and Rashida Mutesi plays for Team Mukono. Interesting clash, and we want to see, of course, what the old guard has up against the Trailblazers. Coming up.